Hey guys, welcome to Blaugrana Outfit, welcome to another video. And Barcelona 2, Athletic Club 1. And we've done it. We've gotten another win. And, well, first game at home for a while. We pretty much play all January away from home, and we did pretty well. The game today was good, per se. Like, I thought the first half was... I liked a lot of things for the first half. Not perfect, but good. Given Athletic were not, I think themselves, and we saw that coming into the second half that they look more like what I expected them to play like. Second half wasn't as great, but still we had some good performances, especially individually, and we have a really good team, guys. We have a team that on its day, this team could win the treble on its day. Like if we didn't do the dummy in La Liga in the first half of the season, and maybe with a bit of luck, we don't get humiliated in the Champions League and Copa del Rey, we are the favorites to win the competition now that Madrid and Atletico Madrid are out. We just have to play the quarterfinals and both semis, I believe, both semifinals and the final. It's 4 games. No Atletico, no Real Madrid. It should be doable. But we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Really good, outstanding performances. I wanted to make a video about the Lionel Messi topic. And, it's my fault for saying that I'm going to keep talking about these topics and I never do it. I really will try to do one tomorrow. It will be probably released late because I actually work at a pretty late hour to my normal viewers. But if you want to see it, it will be there probably tomorrow, if not the next day after, but for sure probably before the Copa del Rey game, explaining really what's going on with the Messi situation, because I know that a lot of you guys outside of Spain maybe don't understand what the issue is, what everything is, like what's the meaning behind this, and I'll just let you know. Probably you'll see your other great content creators out there explain it, but I wanted to give you guys my point of view. Anyways, I'll continue talking about the game. Let's go with the lineups and then we'll go ahead and talk about the game. Barcelona to go with Marc Ter Stegen, Oscar Mingueza, Ronald Araujo, Umtiti and Jordi Alba in defense. A midfield trio of Frenkie de Jong, Miralem Pjanic and Pedri, and up top Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann and Lionel Messi. While Athletic opted to go in a 4-4-2 with Unai Simon in net, Ander Capa, Geray, Iñigo Martínez and Yuri Berchirche. In defense, a midfield of Iker Muniain, Unai Vencedor, Dani Garcia and Oscar de Marcos, and up top Raúl Garcia and Iñaki Williams. And with that said, let's discuss the positives, okay? The positives. Araujo, has to start for us. Once Piqué is back, he has to be the one sitting next to him. And the discussion is going to be if Umtiti keeps up the level, because today, he already had a couple of pretty decent performances as of late, but today's game was, back to, disremembered me to the best Umtiti. Obviously, still a bit far away from that, but, Umtiti back to 70-80%. That's pretty good. That's still one of the best center-backs in the world. Maybe not the best center-back in the world, together with Rafael Varane in 2018, but one of the best center-backs in the world for sure. And, if we can recover Umtiti, we have Araujo that's emerging as one of the great center-backs of the moment. We can get back Piqué at his level, that is still one of the best center-backs in the world. And we're getting Eric Garcia, back. We're getting him, signing him on a free in the summer transfer window. We have 4 really good, competent center-backs, and I think that will be future assured. We're going to have to analyze that Umtiti situation, but I'm really hoping that we can get the best out of Umtiti, because I still believe in him. And maybe, I say that I believe in Longley, and I still believe in Longley, but if you can get maybe money for him, the couple mistakes that he's made hasn't assured me really as of late, but we'll see. Jordi Alba, the own goal, it's... I'm not going to blame Jordi Alba for that. I thought going forward today he was impactful. Defensively was like he's mostly has been during his career defensively. But overall, pretty decent game. Oscar Mingueza, yes, he had a pretty bad game. Like, he barely did the job there, but again, he's a center back that's filling in a right back. Once Sergio Roberto and Sergio Des come back, so Sergio Roberto coming back from his injury today, I don't think Mingueza is going to have to fill in that right back, and probably he's not going to be playing, but because PK is coming back soon, you have Umtiti or Araujo, Longley, like, you know, I struggle to see Mingueza getting playing time farther than this. The midfield, De Jong was, you know, started pretty slow, but went up in the game and started, you know, did a couple plays that you're like, this guy's transforming into one of the best midfielders in the world. Like, if he can keep this up, he's gonna be one of the midfielders of the season. Like, together with Bruno Fernandes, maybe Kevin De Bruyne. Sure, I'm forgetting another name, Marcos Llorente, Coque. But he's been at a fantastic level. Pjanic today, you know, nice to see finally Pjanic start as an interior for, like, you know, the position that he was brought to be. He's finally playing that position, and it's good to see. He had a pretty decent game. Didn't have many ups and downs. Had a header that had a really good save from Unai Simon. Other than that, you know, not too bad, not too good either. It was pretty decent, but, you know, he's not been playing as regularly, so I still think that we should sell him in the summer. But if you have him right now, get the most out of him. Pedri, you know, there is a kind of overprotective kind of way to Pedri in the Spanish media, because I think that he's the next big thing in Spanish football and stuff like this. And, like, you know, I do think that he has a massive amount of potential, but he's 18. That we should be able to comfortably be able to criticize Pedri when he's not having a good game. Is he a bad player? No, he's not at all. He's 18. He's far away from being the finished product. Like, Pedri can be average for 3 seasons, and guess what? He's still going to be 21, and he's still going to be far away from being the finished product. So he has time to develop, meaning that he should not be playing every single game and every single minute. Today was a game for Riqui Puig yet again. At the halftime, I'm like, okay, the team is working fine, but Pedri is probably the one that's not, like, you know, doing as much. Meaning, Pedri, by the 55th minutes, at 60 minutes at the latest, you should have put in Riqui Puig. Didn't happen, but it's something that we should have needed. Yes, he helped in defense. Riqui Puig also by intensity helps in defense, not because they're, you know, super defensive players, but because of the intensity and the attitude that they give. Pedri's attitude is great, but we needed more. We needed more creativity. We needed someone to associate better with Messi. Than he didn't have that partner today. I'm gonna get into the Messi's, like, game discussion later on in a couple minutes, but let's discuss the Frenchman. Antoine Griezmann was, without being spectacular, was solid. If I had to give him a rating, it will be a 7 out of 10. Today he had a 7 out of 10 performance. Like, you know, his goal was good, but even without the goal, he would have been, you know, a 7 out of 10 performance for me. Did what he had to do. Stayed in the wing how he was supposed to stay. Was playing with Messi, helping in defense, doing this, attacking the space, you know, breaking inside when he needed to break inside. Job done. And for me, the man of the match today, Ousmane Dembele. He is racking up a couple of performances that this is a Dembele that I was, like, you know, that I expected to see from his move from Dortmund to Barcelona a couple of years ago. And this season, keeping himself fit, he is being probably the star of the show this season. Like, together with Araujo, like, he's been one of the surprise packages of the season for us, because he's playing at an unbelievable level. Like, today, like, other than Messi for the first 15-20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes until we scored the first goal, was being very impactful. But Dembele from there on took the responsibility to, you know, dribble, create. Today, the second goal that we get, it's generated by Dembele for the most part. Like, Dembele participates in that goal actively for a long part of that action. And Dembele doesn't do it by, you know, taking a good shot with both feet, by dribbling with a bunch of space. No, he does it by thinking. by waiting for Mingueza to get into the space, put a perfect ball into the path, and Mingueza just has to push it into Antoine Griezmann, and Griezmann score into an empty net. That is the kind of thing that was missing out of Dembele when he arrived, was the decision making, and Dembele, every single game I'm seeing him taking better decisions. If we can get Dembele, because his physical attributes, coupled with his body feints and his good shot with both feet, if we can get him to take better decisions every single day, we have here one of the best players in the world. And there is no surprises there. When Kylian Mbappe was asked who is the best talent in world football, he said Ousmane Dembele, because by potential this kid is one of the best players in the world. And now let's talk about Lionel Messi, because other than that goal that he scored because it's a free kick, and he had a couple months without scoring free kicks, and it was kind of weird because before everything was going in and now it wasn't. He broke that against Granada, and now he scored yet again. Messi, you could see him that he wanted to score, because the things that has been happening with him lately, and I'm gonna discuss it in the video when I do the Messi video about his his wages and stuff like that, the financial situation around Lionel Messi. There's no way that this doesn't affect him, and there's no way that this doesn't affect his teammates and the Barcelona environment. So today I think that he wanted to put the effort. I know that he wanted to put the effort. You could see him. He was pressing. He was running. He wanted to participate. He wanted to score. He wanted to be like, I'm here. I'm your leader. I'm committed to the project right now. I don't know if Messi's staying beyond until June, but I know that at least while he's wearing a Barcelona jersey, he's gonna give it his all, because he loves this club. He doesn't deserve the treatment that he's been given by the people that have been damaging Barcelona for the longest time. The San Rosers, the Bartomeus, now this Tusquets character that it's another one of these people. It's very annoying to see this, because the treatment that Messi should be leaving any way that he wants and not kicked out from the back door, not be making out as a villain. He says that he's tired of always being making the blame for everything that's going on, and to a point he is not excused from blame for some things that have been happening, but for the majority of stuff that he's been getting blamed for, it's ridiculous. And I don't know if I can say some Barcelona fans, because if you cannot appreciate Messi and everything that he's done for Barcelona, then I don't know if I can call you yourself a fan. But anyways, I think that the performance today was overall pretty decent. And now I wanted to end in a positive, but the negative, Ronald Koeman. And when we have to chase a game, he puts a million forwards going in. When we need to keep a result, he puts a bunch of center backs and a bunch of fullbacks in. He keeps both fullbacks and 4 center backs, and I'm like, what are you doing? That's just gonna invite more pressure. And yes, I know Athletic Club by nature are a very intense team that we're going to put a lot of crosses from the wings. I understand that, but still, what you wanted to do was to keep the ball, right? To play rondos, 1-2s, triangles between each other. You needed midfielders to do that, not center backs. You needed Ricky Puig. You needed to, keep Griezmann. Griezmann is more capable of doing that than Braithwaite. I just don't understand, man. I don't understand Koeman anything. I don't get what he's doing. I don't get what's going through his mind when he does things. He's done. I'm gonna keep him. I say we keep him until the end of the season. If we get Champions League football, that's all I want. That's all I want. If we can win Copa del Rey as well, that would be nice. But please, just do that. And Koeman is not capable of being Barcelona coach. I am gonna repeat this as many times as it needs to be said, because the protection that he's getting is ridiculous. If Setien did what Koeman has been doing as of late, or what he's been doing this season, Setien wouldn't have lasted 2 weeks. Setien was scrutinized from week 1. Koeman is getting protected till this day. I bet you in Mundo Deportivo it's gonna be like Koeman Masterclass or Koeman back to winning ways or something like ridiculous like that. When it's like we had to be suffering, we had to be close to our own box against Athletic the last couple of minutes. And come on, man, like what is this? What's going on? Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be leaving off. If you see the video late today because I'm not gonna have time to edit before going to work. I have to go to work in 10 minutes. I'm not gonna have time to edit. You're gonna be seeing this very late. Anyways, guys, without saying that, leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Blaugranas.